what's up everyone? Welcome back to Tease Time. I'm TJ. Hope life is treating you all well. Today we're going to continue from the last video with the battery tray, the bench. Something was interfering with us getting that mounted. This is what I have here. Right there's the bench. And this is the reason why I couldn't get it mounted last time in the last video is the 2x4s are just too thick compared to what I have assembled here. I pre-assembled this just to kind of help speed up this video a little bit, but like it was just that difference of the thickness that was preventing it. What I was going to do, as you can see right there, I was going to try to use a oscillating saw to like trim that down, but that would have been too much work, and it was just easier and smarter, a little cleaner, just getting the wood that will actually fit. And then for right here, this is some aluminum plate that I'm gonna put under it, because on the one side, I'll show you on the inside, it doesn't have like a plate on the bottom that it mounts into. And this is what I am speaking of. This right here. So we have this plate. I have to screw this, finalize that, screw that in, but I'm gonna put the plate right here just so it fills up the gap, so it doesn't like have any, it doesn't throw off like the levelness of it, because I'm going to build off of the battery tray once it's in there. And this is also the electronics that I didn't record. I didn't want to have like kind of repetitive videos. So this is what I have for my electronics. I have all this stuff mounted, secure. I still have to fill in the hole with some gap sealer. But everything is secure, is where I want it. And I still have to deal with all that stuff over there. I'll deal with that later. And this is also the electronic cabinet. So everything also is nice, it's tidy. I have everything like zip tied and just like make it organized, easy, so you could actually like just deal with it if anything does happen. And I still have to like secure like the wires. So like I'm in the process of doing that also. I just didn't want to be like repetitive. But I did a record with these are Midnight Solar. These are surge protectors. So this is for DC right here. This is for our solar panel. So that way, like if this gets hit by lightning or shorts out or whatever, it has a clamping force. So that would be like a surge protection for that. And then also on the AC side, I installed one also, which I didn't cover. It's pretty self-explanatory how you install this. Green goes to ground, and then the black and the red on the AC side will go to your power sides. So that's how that's hooked up on the AC. On DC, you have your black goes to your ground for your solar panel, and then the red goes to your power for the solar panel, and the green you just ground off onto the side over here. And that will cover that. So those are just 3 wires. It's pretty easy to save your equipment. But back to the lesson at hand today. Measure twice, cut once. When I pre-assembled, I didn't take that stuff into consideration. So it was just off by a hair. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start assembling. So this piece right here is going to fill right here like that. And as you can see, it'll make up like that difference, because I had a little overhang with the 2x4s that are overhanging like this part right here on the side. So that sits flush. And then also once that's installed, like I'm gonna replace this part, because I don't like how like it has like that little bit of a gap. So those are 2x4s, but they're 8 feet length. So I'm gonna just end up getting some that actually fit. It's this side. This side has the, like, it's just a little shorter. Well, actually, let me get the battery trays mounted. It might actually be fine. Because I was test fitting it when I had the tray in there, and then also I'm gonna have to cut a square. I believe it's like right here, but I'm gonna get the end pieces on just for that bus bar where I have my positive, just so that cover could come on and off without this interfering, being in the way. But let's get at it. Let's build. it's going to be a tight fit. But these little tabs right there along the trays, I'm going to bang those down, and I'm going to get the tray, the battery tray bench in place, and I'm going to bolt it down. Then I'm going to bang those in, and then I'm going to bang these into place. And then I have lag bolts, so I'm going to have to drill like some pilot holes through. And then I've also have like a hook style strapping system where I'm going to use ratchet straps to hold this down, but like it's a hook that screws into that with it's a lag bolt. But we have that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this. I'm just gonna cut right here, just so I can put that under there, the spacing under the plate, or the plate under the battery tray, just so it doesn't like tilt her or it doesn't like throw it off balance on one side. And I'm gonna drill our self-tapping screws along through the battery tray bench, kind of to imitate, like there was some batteries that were previously installed that they use some self-tapping screws, and they had a battery tray, this right here. That's how that was mounted. It just had the screws going through the floor. So I'm gonna imitate that, and I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna drill into the plate that's already there, because the plate is drilled through the floor. So this way I don't have to go on the bottom of the van and just make sure that like you don't drill like anything important. So I'm gonna just use that plate to drill into, so that should secure it. And then when I build the bench will also be like secured more going around the walls. So it shouldn't move, it should be secure, it shouldn't be an issue. So let's get at it. Let's cut this plate, get the bench in, get that drilled in, get the trays in, beat those into place, drill the bolts or the pilot holes for our lag bolts, and get this secure so I can have some electricity, because I don't have lights right now because the batteries are just spread all over the place, as you can see. So we're gonna get that going. So enjoy. And this is the section right here where I was saying I'll have to modify right there, right there. I just have to figure out how deep I need to cut that, just so that way I can gain access with the bench being in place and bolted in place. All right, these are the lag bolts I was talking about. This is what I'm gonna use to secure the batteries to the tray. I have to drill out the center holes on each one of these trays just so that fits through, so there's enough space for that. So I'm gonna drill those out, and then I'm gonna have to drill like pilot holes for the screws before they go in. These screws that go on the ends, they're smaller diameter, so I don't have to drill those out, but I do have to make this wider to accommodate for this, just so we can get that through. And then once I have that done, I'm gonna put the trays in place and then drill the pilot holes for those to get these mounted in. And I'm gonna use ratchet straps to secure the batteries with this. So there'll be one in between each battery mounted in, and then just run a strap over and it should keep all the batteries from bouncing. So that's where we're at. Let's go. bada bing, we're back up and running again. We have lights. So that's a big plus. I hate working when it's like it's dark and gloomy and stuff. I can't hardly see it here, and the footage is kind of dim also. But we got everything mounted. We have the hooks. I just have to add the ratchet straps. So it's just gonna go like over to connect each one. The sliders and everything, they do work. So like if I do ever have to like change these, you could just slide them out like that and then just push them back and they lock into place. So I'm pleased with that. And then we have all this up here. I still gotta like just add some zip ties and stuff to these loose wires. But like nothing too crazy. Everything is functional right now. And this is a permanent location for the battery. So that's finished. So for the bench, I'm gonna eventually like build off of this where I'm gonna have it where some way you could just get like a futon style like slide out. So the bed will come out to about like right here. So this will be like bed area slash bench, and I'll build like a backrest like so, probably up to like right here, up to like there, and then have like cushions. So it should look nice. So like I'm gonna build it into place how it is right now and just build off of that, and it should be good. It should be cool. But yeah, that was like just so we could get ready for road travel. That is very near future. We're getting ready for our road test. I just want to make sure all the batteries are secure or mounted. But that's all we have for today. So until next Wednesday, try to find your peace in the chaos. Peace, TJ.